Hello and welcome to Old Ways Gardening and Prepping. My name is Teresa. I'd like to welcome you to my backyard underneath the canopy on this stormy day. We have storms moving through. Haven't had anything bad yet, thankfully, but I do know for a fact they must be refilming Gone with the Wind. So my wind chimes are out of my control, so hopefully they will not deafen you, nor will the wind blowing around. So with that being said, we need to get busy. Today is the fourth and final installment for now of making herbal infused oils my way. I like to use fresh plant material, some that is wilted or has been wilting for a day or two, and just a tad bit of fresh just to give it that little extra punch of scent. Now today is one not many I know will have, but I've been blessed with, I have two plants of it, and then a dear friend of mine had more of it, and I was able to harvest from them. Hold on a minute. I think these people know when I film, and they try to be as loud as possible. Now, back to what I was trying to say. I have been blessed with patchouli. Yes, I know it brings back some nightmares for people for the 60s, but personally, I absolutely love the smell of real patchouli. The horrible stinky patchouli is synthetic. Real patchouli smells amazing. It's earthy and wonderful. And a lot of people don't know it's extremely medicinal. Very medicinal. It is wonderful for inflammation. It does work a little bit on pain. It is also healing. It will heal wounds and bug bites, and it's also a mosquito repellent as well. And I'll have even more information in the description box below. So let's get busy. Now what I'm going to do is, here I have some of my fresh plant material. And let me tell you, I'm enjoying myself right now because I absolutely love patchouli. Good patchouli. And we're just going to cut it up in small pieces. Oh, the smell is amazing. And maybe it'll chase some of these mosquitoes away from me. These things have been horrid. And we're going to put that in. Oh, I wish y'all could smell this. It's absolutely amazing. And this has been wilting for a while. Patchouli is a very, very juicy plant, so you have to be careful with it. And this has been hanging up for about 2 days. I've been trying. The stems are nice and have dried quite a bit. The leaves are still a little juicy, but I'm going to make sure that to be very careful with it. But it's extremely medicinal, and I'm looking forward to not only making like a perfume salve with it, but I'm also going to make a medicinal salve with it as well. Oh, it smells so wonderful. And a lot of people don't know patchouli is very easy to grow. I have my two plants in pots, or you can also grow it in the straight in the ground too. But you do, if you want it to survive, you're going to have to bring it in over winter, because it will die during the winter. And I'm just so blessed to have been given this extra patchouli. And you want your stems in as small pieces as possible, especially when they start getting thicker, because that way the oil doesn't have to work so hard to get into it. Now, if you're lucky enough to be able to grow patchouli plants, it's wonderful. It really is. And you can bring them in for the winter and overwinter them. And I want to make sure that I don't waste any of this. And of course, you can also completely dry it out, powder it up, and also I make incense cones as well. And I'm going to bring you back as soon as I get all this cut up, because I don't want to make you sit there and watch me continue to cut plant material. I'll be back here in just a little bit. Okay, I am finally done. I have all the beautiful patchouli cut up, and yes, you can tell I am very happy. I absolutely love patchouli. Alright, and I'm gonna go over here and get the stovetop ready to go, and I'll bring you back. Okay, I have my bottom pot with water in it. I have my double boiler top in. And now we're going to fill with the olive oil. And I'm using, for those who haven't seen my other videos, I'm using 100% pure olive oil. I am not using extra virgin, because extra virgin goes rancid really quickly. And read your labels and make sure that it's pure olive oil and that it doesn't have any additions, anything added to it. It has to be 100% olive oil. I'm going to pause it a minute. Okay, I have my heat cut on. I have all my olive oil in. Oh, and it smells amazing. And you just want to stir and make sure there's no air pockets. All the leaves and stems are covered. And I remembered my saucer to put my spoon on to catch any oil that drips off my spoon. And next you're going to want your candy thermometer in. I like to keep my oil at 170. Don't go over 185. And I'm going to let this come up to temp. And I'll bring you back. See you here in a little bit. Okay, now that it is at a steady 170, I'm going to let it continue to steep and infuse, and let me tell you, it smells amazing. I have my heat on very, very low, and I'm gonna let this go for about 3-4 hours. It's all gonna depend on when all the plant material becomes translucent, and you'll be able to tell when the stems and the leaves are spent. And this smells amazing. Alright, and I will bring you back tomorrow when it's time to strain it, because I'm going to let it go for about 3-4 hours, and then I'm going to let it steep overnight, and then tomorrow we get to see what it looks like. Everyone, take care, have a good night, and I'll see you in the morning. Okay, it's the next day. My patchouli oil is done. It's beautiful and dark. It's time to strain it. Also apologize, it's another windy day, so the wind chimes are singing their little hearts out. So hopefully they won't deafen y'all. Alright, let's get busy straining. Now this, like I always do, this is the first straining, and then I'll do a second straining. And I have heated up my oil, so it flows a whole lot better. And yes, it's a oily mess. It has colored the oil some. Not as dark as I expected, but it smells wonderful. And I already have my vitamin E oil in. And of course, I'll be using a coffee strainer to strain out all the small particles. Like I said, hug your jar. That way it doesn't slip on you. And once again, you can see all the particles that it catches. And as you can tell, it sure strains a whole lot easier. Now, it's not hot, it's just slightly warm, because as the olive oil cools, it'll thicken back up, and it's a whole lot easier to strain while it's warm. Now, you don't want it too warm, that way you can at least handle the jars. But so far so good. I have patchouli oil, and you want to cap it back. I'm going to put more in it, and you can see the plant wonderfulness, the essence of the plant in the oil. And I will bring you back as soon as I get through straining. I'm hoping to get at least another 2, maybe 3 pints of oil. And I'll bring you back as soon as I'm done straining. Okay, I am done straining it. I ended up with a half a gallon, 2 pints, which is a quart, and a half of a jelly jar. Now, of course, I put my vitamin E oil in all of them. I use 2 tablespoons in the half a gallon. a half a tablespoon in each of the pints, and a teaspoon, well, it was half a teaspoon in this one. Now, once you get your oil in and it's still slightly warm, you definitely want to make sure that you get all the vitamin E incorporated. I've already made sure that the pint and the jelly jar was. And you'll take your Sharpie marker and you'll put patchouli, olive oil, 10, 21. Okay, now I will tell you, it smells really good, but it's not very strong of patchouli scent. It is strong of patchouli essence. Now when I go to make the salve, and also I'll be making patchouli perfume as well, salve perfume, I will be adding some patchouli essential oil, pure essential oil. And that way it'll just give it not only a little more medicinal benefit, but also a little more scent to it. Simple, easy, anybody can make this as long as you have the ingredients. I hope you've enjoyed this video and it encourages you to make your own herbal infused oils. They're amazing. Patchouli is not just for perfume and incense, nor hippies. It is a wonderful medicinal. I'll have all the medicinal benefits in the description box below, so please read that. It's going to be a busy day, and I need to get busy. I've got a whole lot to do today, and plus I'm trying to get ready for a crafts fair this weekend as well. I hope everyone has a wonderful day. Everyone take care. I look forward to seeing you in my next video, and may you each be blessed. See you soon.